So what happens is um, this Nava Vrinda, she's a student of Vishwakarma, and Vishwakarma is the architect of all the demigods, right? So she's a student of Vishwakarma, and she learned all the wonderful things in from Vishwakarma, and one of it is how to uh, have flower-bearing plants during every season, during winter, summer, spring, fall. She would have plants ready to bear flowers. And then, and Purnamasi, we know Purnamasi is the old person, old gopi in Vrindavan. She's always arranging for Radha and Krishna to meet and always taking care of Radharani. So she decides to go to go meet Nava Vrinda and tell her to go to Nava Vrindavan. That's where Radharani is now. And Nava Vrinda will get trained by Surya's wife, Sanjana. So Surya's wife, Sanjana, had the opportunity to serve Radharani. If you remember, when she went from the river Yamuna, she was taken by Yamuna to her dad, who is the sun god, and she was in the sun planet for some time. So Sanjana, who's the wife of Surya, was taking care of Radharani. So she knew everything what Radharani liked, how to take care of her. So this sun god's wife told everything about how to take care of Radharani to Navavrinda. So Navavrinda was all ready, and Purnamasi wanted Navavrinda to go to Dwaraka or Navavrindavan and take care of Radharani, do everything she likes, because she didn't have any person to serve her there. So Purnamasi is arranging for this nice girl to go there. So she went there and she became Radharani's maid and was taking care of Radharani. So at that time, Krishna told Navavrinda, because she is serving there. Krishna told, because Navavrinda is a student of Vishwakarma, who is an architect. Krishna told Navavrinda, hey, can you go ask Vishwakarma to construct palaces for all my wives? So it was Navavrinda who went to Vishwakarma and told him to build these palaces for all of Krishna's 16,108 wives. Krishna had one palace for each person on the Raivataka mountain, it's called. So all of these beautiful palaces were constructed. And nowadays, one man can't even make sure his one wife is satisfied and happy all the time. But can you imagine the Supreme Lord is having 16,108 wives? He is providing a palace for each person, and he is expanding himself into 16,108 forms, where he is in each palace at the same time. So only that's inconceivable for the human mind, but the Lord can do miracles, right? So he's exhibiting his opulence here of Aishwarya. Okay, so now we go into the pastime of Satyabhama, who is Radharani herself, and she is missing Krishna a lot, and she tells Navavrinda, oh, I wish I could see Krishna. I've been missing him for so long. In Vrindavan, I missed him, and then I went to the sun planet. Now I'm here, but I really miss Krishna. I want to see Krishna. Krishna left Vrindavan, went to Mathura, then went to Dwaraka. I have not seen him yet. So then Navavrinda said, oh, don't worry, I'll give you a nice deity, which is a sapphire deity, which is who Vishwakarma had given her this beautiful deity of Krishna with a nice flute and all made of very precious stone of sapphire. And if anybody knows, sapphire is the blue color stone. So it's reminding everybody of Krishna. So ruby is red, sapphire is blue. Okay, so this blue sapphire deity of Krishna was given to Radharani, and Radharani, when she saw that this deity, she thought is really Krishna, and she was like talking to Krishna. Oh, Krishna, why aren't you talking to me? And she was so engrossed. And Navrinda said, "Hey, this is a deity for you to worship. Krishna is not going to walk and talk like the real person. This is for you to worship him." And then Satyabhama or Radharani said, "Oh, sure, yes, I really wanted to worship Krishna." So she makes a nice flower garland and puts on Krishna. And during that time, okay. Okay. So then what happened was there were some gifts sent by Sachi Devi. Sachi Devi is the wife of Indra, and those were sent to Rukmini, who is the first and principal wife. And we know the backstory of Chandravali becoming Rukmini. So Rukmini got this gift from Sachi Devi or Indra, which had nice silks, fragrance, and all that. So as soon as Rukmini got the gift, she sent part of it to Satyabhama, and then so Navavrinda gave her this and said, "Oh, you could use this to decorate Krishna," because Radharani or Satyabhama said, "Oh, I don't need any gifts. I'm not in the mood for gifts. I really just want to be with Krishna and see Krishna." So then, like a great devotee who uses everything for Krishna's service, she just decorated this beautiful deity. And during that time, Krishna and Madhumangal was coming. And at this time, Radharani or Satyabhama and Navavrinda had left. And then Krishna saw this beautiful deity all decorated so well. And so then Krishna uh, and then Krishna sees that some part of the deity, the sandalwood paste that was applied was cracked, and the garland that was put was slightly crooked. So Krishna understood that the person who was decorating the Lord was actually always thinking about very emotional and crying. And so Krishna understood this person is not just an ordinary devotee. This is a very, very special devotee of Krishna. And then he said, "Oh, I think the folks who did this decoration is coming." So what he did, he told Madhumankal, "Why don't you take this deity and hide it, and I'm going to stand here instead of the deity." So so then Radharani and Navavrinda comes, and Krishna is himself is standing there, and Radharani is like, "Oh, you were saying that this is just a deity? He looks exactly like Krishna." And she was so happy, and she was saying, "Oh, my beloved Krishna is here." And then suddenly Krishna kind of leans onto a tree, and then Radharani is taken aback and she faints. So then at that point, Rukmini starts coming to the scene, and then Navavrinda takes Radharani or Satyabhama away, because Rukmini is the other wife, and there's always some kind of transcendental jealousy, right? When both wives come, and then one person thinks that Krishna is spending more time with the other person, and so Navavrinda just took off Satyabhama, who fell unconscious, and Rukmini came there. And then Uddhava, who's also in Dwarka, right? So he already reveals to them about Krishna, told Krishna that actually this devotee is actually Radharani, who has come as Satyabhama. And then Satyabhama was told this person who is the king of Dwaraka, is actually her beloved Krishna. Okay, let's go to the next chapter. So then what happened was there was a bird that was carrying a flower. This flower is called Sura Saugandhika. So this Sura Saugandhika flower is very beautiful, and a bird was carrying it and it dropped it next to Rukmini. And Rukmini saw this flower and she was like, oh, I really want enough flour to make a garland. So then Krishna said, oh, don't worry, I'll get it for you. And Krishna, he wanted to make sure Rukmini ji is happy. So he went to a very, very big forest and got like a whole bunch of flowers for Rukmini ji. And then Rukmini ji said, actually, Krishna, I want you to wear these flowers. And she made a good garland for Krishna. And then Krishna took the garland and wore it. And then he said, oh, these garlands are like you're always on my chest. Krishna has a white spot on his chest called Srivatsa, and that's actually representing Mahalakshmi or Rukmini ji. So he said, see, you are always close to me, and just like that, this garland is close to my heart. And Rukmini ji was very happy. So the little anger she felt when Krishna was spending time near Satyabhama went away, and she was very happy. And Krishna said, you are the best who loves me and worships me in awe and reverence. So awe and reverence is like with all respect, knowing Krishna is the Supreme Lord and respecting him. And seeing all his grandeur and Aishwarya and respecting him. So that is the mood of Rukmini ji or Chandravali who was here, right? Now in Vrindavan, the mood of loving Krishna is, oh, Krishna is just a cowherd boy. We are going to trick Krishna. There's no awe and reverence, respect. Like if you go to the your classroom, you can't act very friendly and hugging your teacher and you have to follow the rules, right? So that is the, but then you respect your teacher. So that is the awe and reverence aspect. Now, if the same teacher comes home to the child, and the child is pulling her hair, and that's also love. So that is the kind of love that Krishna exhibits in Vrindavan. And the one of a great king and awe and respect, that is the mood in Dwaraka. Okay, so where were we? All right. So then, okay, we are almost running out of time today, but can you stay for 5 more minutes, everyone? Or
I can't. I'm going to a new house. I
okay.
can't use the Kahoot.
Okay, that's okay then. All right. So then we will continue next week then, because most of you don't have time. Or if others are willing to stay, we can complete this. Okay, let me just complete the story. Okay, so what happened was there were Malati flowers and Madhavi flowers, and Satyabhama. So Krishna told, okay, why don't you make a garland of these flowers to Satyabhama? And then Satyabhama said, yes, sure, I'll do that. And then Krishna said, I'm going to make a crown for you with flowers. So Krishna went to get these. And then what happened was the garland that Rukmini gave to Krishna broke and it fell on the ground. And then a bird picked it up and it carried it all the way to Rukmini, and Rukmini's maidservant is Madhavi. And Madhavi said, so look at this. Krishna has broken away your garland. And it seems like it's not just Krishna's smell coming from this garland. I can smell another young girl's smell. And so Rukmini ji decided to go find out for himself what's going on. And just before that, there were 2 chests of gifts sent by Kubera. One was for Satyabhama and one was for Rukmini. And Madhavi, so when Madhavi told Navavrinda that I'll go deliver the boxes, and she thought this Kubera is actually like a grandfather of Satyabhama. So she might have given Satyabhama a better box. So she switched the boxes and took Satyabhama's box to Rukmini. So Rukmini didn't know that, and she wore all the jewels, and then she was going to find Krishna what he was doing. And then when Rukmini goes to the place where Satyabhama is, but Satyabhama has still not arrived, and Krishna was there, and Krishna thinks that this is Satyabhama and talks to Rukmini as if she's Satyabhama. And Rukmini understands that, oh, Krishna really likes Satyabhama because Krishna is talking so sweetly as if because Krishna thinks she's Satyabhama. She's wearing the jewels of Satyabhama. So that is that pastime. And we are like a minute over, but I did have 5 questions only for Kahoot if anybody would like to stay for the Kahoot. Otherwise, we can do it next week. What are your thoughts?
We'll stay for color.
Okay.
Apavaji, I need to go.
Okay, Hare Krishna, Sonakshi ji, thank you for being so sincere and playing, coming every week. We will miss you for the Kahoot. Hare Krishna. Okay, so the pin is 4808519.
Can you tell me as any name you want?
Yeah. If you want to scan the QR code, you can do that as well. Okay, we have 2 devotees on the call. You joining? Okay, Nitinji, are you joining? What's going on? What? You're not playing? Can I start? Nobody's saying anything. Okay, Navavrinda was a student of whom? Paurnamasi, Rukmini, Vishwakarma, Yashoda. Yes, Vishwakarma, the architect of the demigods. Okay. Who taught Navavrinda how to serve Radharani Satyabhama? Sachi Devi, wife of Indra, Rukmini, Jambavati, Bhadra. Right. Okay. I think we have to correct this. What type of deity did Navavrinda gift Satyabhama Radharani? Diamond, sapphire, ruby, wood. Yes, sapphire. That's not Hemant. That's also joined. Okay. What kind of flower did Rukmini want to make garland for Krishna? Marigold, rose, pansy, Sura Saugandhika. Yes, Sura Saugandhika. Okay. Last question. Who switched the boxes of gifts from Vishwakarma for Rukmini and Satyabhama? Navavrinda, Jambavati, Satya, Madhavi. Yes, it's Madhavi. Okay, let's see who's on the podium. Third place goes to Nitin Ji. Second place goes to Hemant Ji. First place goes to Radha Chaitra Ji. Haribol. That's why we saw that I'm not Hemant. That is not Hemant also. That's funny, guys. Okay. So thank you all. Hare Krishna. Have a wonderful week. And today's a very auspicious day. So if you want to chant Hare Krishna, please do that. This is Ekadashi as well as Gita Jayanti. So have a very, very nice Krishna conscious day and week. We'll meet again next week. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Haribol.